Okay, so this video is very important to you. It's very important to so many people. Right now, there's so much chaos going on. People are really ungrounded. People are just really overwhelmed with things, and people are becoming so overwhelmed with stuff that you're physically making yourself sick. So we're getting extremely bad headaches. We're getting neck pain, back pain, digestive bloating. You're feeling dizzy. You're feeling really off. And this is something that is just, I'm getting so many people with these same things. And I just want you to know, for one, you need to take your power back. You need to take your personal power back, because there's everything out here, everything out in this world, everything. But the main thing that you have to remember is you're in control of you, okay? You're in control of how you react to somebody's stress. You're in control of how well you eat, okay? So let's go to the stress one. People may be stressing you out. People may be taxing you. They may be tipping your cup completely over. But the thing is that you actually have control in how you react to them. And we forget that stuff, especially when we're overwhelmed. But you can react in different ways, and you can also process their stress in different ways. You know, you have to sit there and think, why is their stress stressing me out? You know, what can I change internally to stop taking in their energy, to stop taking in their stress? Is this stuff that's stressing me out, is it things that I can control, or things that I'm just allowing to control me? And that's a really hard thing to assess. But if you really sit down and think about it, you know, why is that stressing you out? Is it something in your control? Usually it's not. Usually it's just something that you want to control, or something that you want to be a part of, or just something that you're used to consuming your mind and energy with. But do you really need to think about that? Do you really need to internalize that? Do you really need to absorb that energy? It's usually a no, and you know that. So just disconnect, take those scissors, imaginary scissors, and just disconnect the cords and the energy from those people, and just release it from you. And every single night you can say, I call back all of my energies, because we give our energies to everybody that we interact with, because usually we're just trying to help them, but you don't realize how much people take from us, especially if you have good energy. So say every day, you know, I call back all my energies back to myself, and visualize that like charging you. You know, you can make it into a beautiful light. You can do, you know, however you want to visualize that, but visualize when your energy comes back to you, it charges you back up. The thing is like we just give. And then we just get exhausted, and then we become that person that's irritated. We become that person that eats horrible. We become that person that gets frustrated and anxious and overwhelmed, and then we just don't know how to get back into how we should be feeling, and it just spirals into other things, and then our energy affects other people around us, which is this huge horrible circle. So think about the things that are stressing you out, what things you can remove, what things you do not have to be stressing about, and what things you can control. You know, you can't control what's going on in the world, but you can control what you do with your everyday. You know, what things you're putting value into, what things you're not putting value into. The biggest thing that I just need you to know too is most of us are forgetting that we need to fill our cup, okay? And it's so hard to do that. I know, mother of three, I get that. Plus self-employed, you know, I get that. Plus everything else. But the better you're filling your cup for yourself, the better you can be for everybody else. And then everybody else becomes better because you're better, okay? And that sounds so simple. And everything that you need to do to fill your cup in a positive way, I don't have to tell you about that, because you already know what you need to do. You just need to do it. And it's like, what is that breaking point where you decide to do it and you just keep on thinking about it? I'm just telling you right now, like, you just need to do it. You know, I can tell you that when you're not eating good, you feel worse, and you can avoid that information as much as you possibly want to, but you know for a fact your energy completely dips after you eat crappy food. And maybe in the moment you're like, yeah, this is awesome, I love this tastes so good. But afterwards you're like, like, did I do that? And then it goes into this energy. And then for the next 2 days, your body's detoxing that, and your mental mind is processing that guilt and also knowing that you deserve better. So you're more irritated, you're more frustrated, and you just feel more stressed. So remember, when you're really anxious and when your cup is already really, really, really full, please be good to your body and feed it the stuff it really needs, like vegetables and fruits, lean proteins, and not that junky stuff. And you're actually going to notice that if you continue that even for 3 days, you're going to notice that you actually feel better just because of that, because those foods fuel your heart, they fuel your brain and everything else, so that you can actually be better for yourself. When you're eating the junky food, you're literally taking yourself down into that hole more. So what part do you deserve, you know? When we are more anxious and we are more chaotic, our energies are not as grounded. I talk about this all the time, but some of you guys never hear this. So when you're not grounded, all your energies are flying all over the place, okay? And that's when you get anxieties. So if you can just say, I am grounded out loud, or visualize all your energy coming into you, visualize big, huge, beautiful roots coming down through your body and in the bottom of your feet and down into the floor. Might be hard the first time, but just visualize that, and that's going to ground all your energy so that everything's back to you instead of flying everywhere, and you can breathe better. But when you're not grounded, so when you're anxious, stressed, the funny thing is our body naturally craves sugars when we're not grounded. It's a full-blown fact. So the funny thing about that is that you're going to take that comfort food and then you're actually going to unground yourself even more. It does not ground you. It actually just makes you worse. So really, really, really remember that, and just know that you deserve better. Your body deserves better. Your mind deserves better. And if you just slowly make those little changes of what you're eating, you're actually going to mentally be better and emotionally be better. When you leave places that really stress you out, so say the workspace, when you walk out of work, just go like this and just visualize all that energy from work, whether it's positive or good or bad. Visualize it just like flying off you, and just know, like, I'm disconnecting from work. I'm disconnecting from that place I just went. I'm disconnecting from that store, whatever. And it allows you to actually physically remove that energy from you. Okay, whether or not you're an energy worker or not, that will help you. Doing things like taking deep breaths. I know, so simple, so simple. Take 3 big deep breaths in, count to 4, and blow those breaths out, count to 5. And do it 3 times in a row. You can do that anywhere, you can do that anytime, and that will help you to actually fill your body with better energy and release the negative energy. I like to visualize God's white light coming in and negative groupie light going out, the stuff that's not serving me. Do something that feels good for you, like go for a walk or sit outside and listen to, the birds. Take a walk somewhere. Do something that you know physically will feel better for you, because you mentally know you're helping your body. The actions and the steps that we take that we know we need to take are things that, if we're not taking them, you start to feel the subconscious guilt that you're not feeling it. So then you get even more down on yourself, and you feel like your cup is even more overflowed because you're not helping yourself. It's so funny because we go kicking and screaming, but we all know what we need to do to help ourselves. So I just ask you to please stop letting other people take your power, and take back your energy and your power and your energy, your decisions, what you can control, what you cannot control. Let go of those things you cannot control, and let go of those things that you don't need to put energy into. And take something every single day for yourself that you can do to help yourself and help yourself feel better. And just take it one day at a time. And each day you do better with those, you can add more things in. The amazing thing, and it's the silliest thing in the world, but self-care takes work. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes work, and it takes days upon days upon days and hours of doing that consistently until that feels natural for you. So don't think one day is going to be enough for your soul. You need to do things for yourself every single day. I don't care if it's 5 minutes. I don't care if it's 30 seconds. Take time to take breaths by yourself, to disconnect energy, to ground yourself, to just breathe, to put on an oil, to eat something healthy, and say no to that thing that is not healthy, and do that every single day until all of a sudden you notice that you're feeling better. Because unfortunately, having a full cup that is positive takes time. So give yourself some grace, look in the mirror, and remind yourself that you are in control. Nobody else is in control of your reality, of your time, of any of those things, and that you have to really understand that you're making those choices, and you can reflect things that do not serve you. Also, you deserve to be happy. Okay, so we spend all of our time helping others to be happy when it's actually, we need this, because what are we living for if we are constantly feeling like we're in the hole? What are we living for? Stress is the number one cause of everything that people deal with in their bodies. Okay, so if you can just start realizing that you can control how much stress you soak in, you're starting to like get better and get healthier. So drink your water and hydrate. Make healthy choices for your body and what you're eating. Find 30 seconds or more a day for yourself, and look in the mirror every day and remind yourself that you love yourself. Like literally look in the mirror and say, I love you, I love you, I love you, or I'm enough. Any of those beautiful statements that you can think of. And until you can look into your own eyes and actually believe that, you'll know when you don't. You need to keep on doing it. We're here for ourselves, but we're here for everybody else. But we have to be the best we can be to serve other people. So stop stomping on yourself. Stop putting yourself last, and at least put yourself second. So I just wanted you guys to know that you're not alone, and that things are heavy for majority of people right now, and that you don't have to feel like your life is completely crashing. You do have ways you can help yourself, and we may not wake up feeling like the most amazing person in the world every day, but every day you get to have that choice. You get to have that choice that you're going to wake up happy. So before you go to sleep, visualize yourself waking up happy and motivated and empowered and ready to go. And before you go to bed, and when you wake up, visualize your day going awesome, no matter what it is, and visualize yourself feeling good and making good choices, and do that every single day, morning and night. And your time to do those couple of seconds of thought and visualizations will help you to gain more of your power back. And every day it's going to get easier, but you have to start, and you have to stop ignoring yourself. You have to stop ignoring yourself, and you need to put yourself first every morning, every night at least. So I hope this is helpful. I'm sending good vibes to you guys. I'm sending positive love, light, unconditional love, everything to you guys. And just know, you can do this. You can do this. We all can do this. You can do this. We're going to do it one day at a time. We're going to do it one positive mindset at a time. We're going to do it one cutting out that negative energy at a time. And we're going to realize how much power we have within us. And we're going to stop looking at other people's power. And we're going to look at ourselves instead and realize the beauty in which we have that power. And we decide how we feel every day. And we decide what we are going to do every day for ourselves and for others. So have a wonderful night.